Let's see if I park over here. If it'll look a little different. A little different. Maybe. No. Not really. Alright. I was trying to find some light, but don't look like that's happening. Oh, let me turn this off. Oh, man. Hey, y'all. So, I just wanted to hop on here because I haven't been on here in a while. And I'm just sitting here chilling, waiting for my daughter to come out of therapy. But I figured I can just get on here and chat a little bit. I am not happy about this time change and it getting dark early. Oh, man. As a kid, I used to hate it. This was not my favorite time of the year. But one, we had to go inside early as kids. Yeah. And it just feel like the day just go by so much faster. But yeah. I wanted to hop on here because I was just sitting here just thinking like I always do. And I really just been reflecting like on like our power to choose. Just the power within us. Like I really feel like people are truly afraid of their own power. People are truly afraid of like just fully taking accountability and responsibility for themselves. Hi. You know, the more I think about it, the more I just reflect on my life. I'm like, and the more I step into my power. And just when I'm around people, the relationships that I have, I'm just always encouraging people just to be themselves, step into their own power, do what works for them, do what makes them happy. But I'm realizing that everybody don't want that. Everybody don't want that for themselves. And maybe it's just not in alignment with their soul this lifetime. And so I'm really learning how to let go of that. For so long I just struggled with I live in Colorado. I was born in New Orleans, born and raised, and I live in Colorado now. But I'm just realizing that everybody don't want that. And it's just so freeing for me just coming into this space. I've always been somebody, like, even when I didn't know, like, I was always somebody who was walking the path of just discovering me and going against the grain, going against what everybody said, the way people said things were supposed to be. Like, I always just went against that because I was like, no, like, I don't resonate with that. I don't agree with that. Like, I've never been that type of person, but I'm just realizing more and more that people are afraid of their own power. People are afraid of not having anyone or anything to blame for how they're showing up in life. So they have to hold on to the stories that they have created, the mask that they have created for themselves as their identity. Because apart from that, then who am I? You know what I'm saying? That's the question that people are really asking themselves. Can you do a so to me, but say it because I want to record it for a video. What? Oh, I'm not hiding. It's just dark outside and I try to park by this light over here to give myself a little bit more light, but it ain't work. So that's why I'm trying to like come into the light a little bit, but it ain't happening. But I'm not hiding. You can go look at my other videos, baby. I don't hide. I am who I am, and I'm not afraid of being seen or heard. That's just where I'm at now in my life. Hold on. Y'all, I'm still trying to get used to interacting with y'all in the comments. Okay, 10 seconds. Wait, if you can let me know 10 seconds before you do a shout out to Ali from the Netherlands. You know what? We just chatting. I'm just talking about just what's been on my mind these last couple of days, and just reflecting on how people are just afraid of standing in their own power, afraid of taking accountability for their life, holding on to the old stories, the old patterns. Because if you let go of all that stuff, like, who do you have to blame, right? So really stepping into your power is really taking accountability, accepting the things that has happened, knowing that it's not your fault, like things that were out of your control, like letting that stuff go, letting go of the burdens of the heavy weights that we're carrying through life. The things that have set me free on my path to coming into alignment and just truly stepping into my power, and no longer holding on to the old stories or holding on to the guilt or the shame about how I was raised, where I was raised. You know what I'm saying? The things that happened to me, just fully letting that stuff go. But I'm noticing more and more as I'm growing and evolving and I'm connecting with people, everybody don't want that for themselves, you know? Some people are really comfortable with being stuck in old patterns, old cycles. And I'm just realizing that everybody's path is different, and I'm learning how to let go of the need of control or wanting to feel like I'm letting go of the need of control of other people's journey, other people's path, and just allowing people to be who they want to be, but standing more into my power and honoring me and my truth, and just sharing that to help the people who are ready to let go of those old patterns, old cycles, and truly stepping into their power, taking accountability for their life. Like, we can sit around and blame our parents all day, or we can blame the circumstances or where we are, the systems, all the things. Like, we can keep blaming all that stuff, or we can truly just stand in our power and just decide, like, okay, what can I do today to make a difference in my life and be a better version of me and show up in this world different? Like, be the change that we want to see. Because we can keep looking outside of ourselves for validation, or looking for other people to come into our lives and save us, or we can decide that we're going to be our own savior, right? And what I mean by that, because I know some people can get their panties in a bunch when you say, you're your own savior. What? Jesus is your savior. Look, it's only so much Jesus gonna do, okay? You have to do the work for yourself. You can pray all day, you can pray for help, but at the end of the day, you have to get up and choose. You have to get up and choose to do something different. The answers ain't gonna just fall from the sky. It ain't gonna just, fall into your lap. You have to do the work. You have to be open to receiving how that answer is gonna come to you. And what I mean by fall from the sky, I mean, hey, it ain't coming from the sky itself. But you may meet somebody, you may come across a video or whatever, but if your heart not open to receive that answer, or if you just being stubborn, right? Being stuck in your pattern, constantly asking for help, but you haven't really sat with yourself and being honest with yourself and saying, you know what? I'm afraid to take that step. So it's not that the answer haven't come. You afraid to take the step. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just going within and being honest and real with ourselves and really choosing us every day. So I seen somebody asking a question about alignment and what that looks like. What is alignment? What does that look like? But alignment is every day just choosing, right? What was in alignment with you last month may not be in alignment with you this month, but only you know that. So is you understanding the things that work for you and the things that no longer work for you. And a lot of times we don't want to let go of things because we're comfortable. The things are comfortable, they're familiar, so we don't want to let it go. So we constantly holding on to things that we have outgrown so long ago, whether it be relationships, friendships, foods that we may be eating, things that we may be listening to, things that we may be watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm just learning how to flow with the cycles of life for real, because I'm noticing how I'll let go of some things and then I'll find myself like, back in the space of whether it be food, something that I'm eating, something that I may be watching or listening to. Like everything has its seasons. It's just like how the seasons change. That's how life is. So you may be guided to let go of something. Like for me, I was guided to stop eating meat a long time ago, but now I eat whatever I want. Sometimes I have my days where I just want vegetables, you know, light meals. I eat those. And then when I'm in a space like I am right now, I've been eating a lot of heavy stuff. And I'm like, girl, what's going on with you? Like you eating all this stuff you had done let go of. So why you eating it again? But I'm just learning how to flow with my seasons, like in my body and what my body's telling me. So just how seasons change through life, it's the same thing within us. Like we have seasons, times and seasons for everything in our life. So you just have to know your time and your season. And the people that's in your life, some people here for a reason, season, or a lifetime. You have to know those people in their seasons. Like we want to hold on to things, or we get upset because something didn't work out the way that it was supposed to work out, how we thought it was going to work out. Let's just say in a friendship. So I was working this job at this warehouse, and I met this young lady. And the time that I was there, I know I needed to be there. What I experienced while I was there, I needed it. Like I hadn't experienced that much fun and joy as far as just like meeting her. Like we used to go on break and just dance in the parking lot, have fun. We used to go hang out. Like I'm not a person who go out, but when I met her, she was like, oh, let's go hang out, let's go do something. And at first in my mind, when I left that job, I was thinking like, oh man, she cool, we gonna be friends, like we locked in, of course. And then when I left that job, I haven't heard from her since. I don't look at her as she was fake or she was this or she was that. No, she was what I needed for that season. And I love and appreciate her for that time and that season that she showed up in my life, and the fun that we had, the conversations that we had. You know what I'm saying? I know we were both teachers and students for each other. So it's just loving and appreciating your experiences for what they are without getting attached. So that's where I'm at in my life now. It's like no attachment to the things, and it feels good. It's like just allowing things to be what they are and learning how to flow with that. Y'all, I'm trying. I don't have no light out here. Yeah. I try to come over here by this light outside, but it get dark at 5 now. So, yeah, that's where we at with time now. It get dark early. But yeah, so I had that experience, and I'm just learning how to flow with the friendships, people coming in and out of my life, and just valuing it for what it was. Even the ones that hurt me, it's like, okay, that's what it was. It hurt. Acknowledging the pain, like I said, not acknowledging those things for what they are, and just letting it go. not being attached to the things and just having the experience is really what helps you to flow through life. And it's so much lighter. It's so freeing. It's so freeing. Oh, somebody was in here from Toronto. It is just so mind-blowing how you from New Orleans and sound like that. Let me see what I say. I'm trying to be better with interacting with y'all, but duh, I know you can't see me. I just said it's dark outside and I'm in my car. Like, you can't see me. You can't see me. I was trying to be in the light, but ain't nothing wrong with being in the shadow sometimes. That's a part of life. That's the problem now. People don't know how to embrace their shadow side. So they walking around lost and confused, you know? But, yep, if you want to see me, you can always go look at my other videos. I mean, I'm not trying to hide. It's just what it is. It's dark outside. Oh. But, yeah, I'm just on here just chatting for real. But yeah, I'm just in a space where I'm just continuing to step into my power and encouraging other people to do the same, because we give too much power to people and things outside of us. We looking for other people validation to move forward in what our soul is telling us to do, or things that make us happy. Like the power that we give to people, and I know because I was there. I was that person. Looking for outside validation, knowing what my soul was telling me and guiding me to do, and I'll go talk to other people and they'll be like, oh, that's not a good idea. That's this or that's that. And let them talk me out of what I'm being guided to do, because I didn't trust myself. I trusted other people more than I trusted me. And now that the tables have turned, guess what? I trust me outside of everything. You know, yes, I listen to everything with discernment. With discernment. And even when I resonate with something, I'm always going to go within myself and see how that fits my life. How does that fit my time and my season where I am right now? And if it don't, it don't, you know? I'm not out here debating with nobody. Talking about who's right or who's wrong. Like, because people are only sharing from their own viewpoint and perspective. Like, that's all they can do. That's all they can do. So I hate that it get dark so early. I really do. I'm like kind of sad about it, for real. And it's just a part of life. It's just something that happens. But I am not happy about it. But time is going by so fast, so winter will be here and then it'll be spring before you know it. Love on the brain got me feeling this way. Hello. I'm just sitting here using my hour wisely while my daughter in therapy. I'm just in here chatting. I'm about to check out. Okay, bye. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you watching. But yeah. Oh wait, they have a. Oh, thank you. I'll see you next time. I'm on here often, so I like to pop out and just share a little wisdom. Oh, thank you for the flowers. I appreciate you. But yeah, so I keep telling people, like, to know who you are is your superpower. And I think a lot about how we want people to come into our lives. Now, there's something to think about. How we want people to come into our lives and know us, right? So when you get into a relationship, you want that person to come into your life and know you, know the ins and out about you, right? And we get mad. We get mad when people don't know us or don't understand us. But do we ever stop and just think, like, do we know ourselves? Like, the job, the responsibility that we putting on other people, do we really know ourselves? So we want people to come into our lives and do stuff that we're not even doing for ourselves. Like, and that's a big one, right? I want you to come in and know me, know me inside and out. But I don't know me. I just want people to make it make sense. And while you're making it make sense, start to go within yourself and really discover you. Really know you. Because the version of you that you want this person to come in and discover or know, you haven't even discovered yet. Right? It's your mass version. It's the version that the world have projected on you, that your family, your upbringing have projected onto you. Like, it, most of the time, 80% of the time, is not even your authentic self. For real. It's not. But yeah, we want to give people all this power. And even the people that's coming into our lives, relationships, friendships, whatever. We want these people to know us, but we really don't know ourselves. And that's facts. That's facts. But the more, and I'm speaking from experience, right? Because that's how I was. And I had to start to ask myself, like, it was literally moments in time that I had to stop and, like, give myself a reality check and be like, you want this person to do what? Like, first of all, I ain't trying to give you that much power over my life. I'm sorry. And that's just me. I'm just somebody who, no, I want all my power. I want all my power. I'm not giving you that much control over my life. If I'm looking for you to come make me happy, when you leave, then what am I left with? What am I left with? If I give you that much power over my life. But I had to go through that process. I had to work through that myself in my marriage, right? I was like, I'm looking for this person to make me happy. I'm about to start making me happy. I'm going to start doing the things, that everything that I want him to do, that I feel like it's his responsibility to come in and make me happy, I'm going to start doing it for myself. So I started buying myself flowers. I started taking myself out to the movie, out to eat. I started pouring into me and discovering me. And that took me on a path of self-discovery and healing. They do. And there's a lot of unlearning. That's why I keep saying it's learning and unlearning, because that's going to be until we take our last breath. You're always going to be learning and unlearning. That's forever. Because what worked for you last year may not work for you this year. Like, if you are open to learning and growing, if you are choosing you, if you are choosing to be a better version of you every day, trust me, things are gonna change. Hell, in a moment, like for real. In one minute, something you cared about or something that you felt like you know what I'm saying? You couldn't live without, or you had to have this thing. Like, no, it could be in the moment that changed. So yes, it's a lot of learning and unlearning. Check out The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Oh, I have to look into that one. I have right now, I'm not gonna even lie, I haven't read, like, sat down and just read a book in a minute. So I'm gonna have to check that one out. But I've been browsing through The Power of the Now. I'm enjoying that one. Oh yeah, for sure. Whenever you're ready. All right, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna have to look for that one for real. But yeah, but you know something that I noticed about books though? I've never been big on reading books, but the way that I get downloads, or just the way that my soul journey is, like, a lot of information literally just comes to me. Sometimes I go read a book and I'm like, wow, how did I know that? Like, I already knew that. It's like when I'm reading the books, it's reminding me of what I already know, which is so powerful. I love it. One of my favorite books was The Alchemist. I love that one. And what is the other one? I'll have to look when I get home. But oh yeah, I'm loving that one. That Power of Now. And it's so funny, I pick it up when I need it. I can remember one day I was like I was feeling like I wanted to have the experience of that drink. What is the name of that drink that they drink to, like, shoot. Is it the I what is the name of it? A lot of celebrities talk about it. Where they drink the drink and they, like, bring them into the different versions of them, different consciousness, like open up their consciousness. That drink. I can't think of the name of it right now off the top of my head, but I was feeling like I wanted to have that experience. And I was talking to one of my clients at work, and she had just paid to go somewhere and have that experience. And she was like, oh, I'm getting ready to go to, shoot, where was she going? She was going somewhere out of the country. And she had paid for it, but I was talking to her and she was like, that's crazy, because right now I'm going to pay to have the experience that you are already having, and you haven't even done this. Like, you haven't even paid for this. Like, this is stuff that's just happening to you throughout your life. Like, you're evolving and coming into this consciousness within yourself. Like, it's crazy, because I'm going to pay for this experience. She was like, everything that you're talking about is what I'm going to pay to have. And so I can remember sitting at home thinking, like, man, why am I not connected? Like, I feel so disconnected right now. What's going on? Did I do something wrong? And I'm just having this conversation with myself, and I was guided to go to The Power of Now. And I opened up the book, and the page that I opened it on was talking about how we don't need anything outside of us. Like, people go and pay for these experiences, whether it be mushrooms or all these things, to have these experiences. And it was like, you don't need none of that. Like, if you just go within yourself and start asking questions and sit down and get quiet and be okay with being alone and being in a quiet space, like, everything that you need will come to you when you need it, when you're ready for it. And so that Power of Now book is like, every time I'm battling with myself about where I'm at on my journey, or feeling like I'm missing something, I pick up that book and it reminds me, nope, you're right where you're supposed to be. You're right where you're supposed to be. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So my journey has really been just me going within myself, and me just coming into this awareness, like, it's my soul's wisdom. Like, this part of my journey, this lifetime, I came here to not be attached to none of the things, to trust myself fully and completely. And it wasn't easy at first, but now I feel like, yeah, I finally got it. I got it. I'm trusting me. So that's where I'm at. Man, I'm telling you, we are everything. Oh, I know. I'm like, shoot. I need to just start like um doing lives with people where we have heart to heart. Well, I started my podcast. That's what I need to start doing. I need to start back up on my podcast and just have people come on there live. We're doing a live podcast. And we just talk about our experiences, because like the awakening, that whole experience, like awakening, I used to think, so my first aha awakening was when I was 32. 32 going on 33. And I thought that was my first awakening, but I realized that I've been awakening my whole life. Like, I've been awakening my whole life. So awakening is not something that just happens one time. Like, you just awaken and that's it. No, you're awakening throughout your journey. And I realized that when I realized how much I just changed and took myself out of environments and situations that no longer serve me. Like, I had to awaken to the consciousness that this no longer aligns with my path and move accordingly, you know? But when I was 32, that awakening was really just coming back to me and trusting me and really not depending on any outside voices for validation, which is really challenging because we're raised to think that people outside of us know more than we do, right? That's the way that we're raised. That's what the world tells us. Hey, Tel. I see you finally hopped on here, girl. Yeah, I don't know how much time I have left. Lately in therapy. Born again, yes. The rebirth just continues to happen. Yes, it's life cycles, you know. I know I done had so many rebirths and deaths. And they're not always fun. But I tell you, baby, when I come out of it, I'd be like, oh my goodness, especially this time in this season, this chapter of my life, man, I'm talking about truly trusting, not just me, but trusting the universe, trusting my spiritual team, and like really leaning into that wholeheartedly. Like, I don't even know who I am at this point. Like, I wake up every day and I'm just like, is this real? Like, the peace that I have with all the things that's going on is like, this how it should be, though. This how we supposed to feel through life. We supposed to have peace, internal peace. That peace supposed to be there no matter what you're going through, right? Life is still gonna happen. Oh, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. Yes, do it. What you gonna be talking about? If you focus on your goal, then you will get many. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Man, this journey, the YouTube journey, has been very interesting for me. I started about 2 years ago, but I was guided to do this since I want to say 2014. Like when I had that spiritual awakening when I was 32. So when I was 33, I was guided to start getting on here and sharing. Man, I was terrified. Like all the things that I let stop me from doing it. But then I realized too, at first I was feeling like, man, I should have been started. But I wasn't ready. Like, mentally, I wouldn't have been able to show up how I'm showing up right now because I was just going through so much. I was in such a dark space at that time. No, it wouldn't have, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to show up like this. Especially show up and not care about what nobody think or what nobody have to say and just be me. I couldn't have done that at that time because I was just going through too much. I was still working on just my confidence, letting go of guilt and shame about all the things, So I'm here right when I'm supposed to be. But I did have moments in time where I challenged myself to face my fear, and I will go live or I will record a video and then post it and then I'll take it down. Like, I let all the things stop me. So one of the things that used to drive me crazy was like when you upload a video on YouTube, it's like it picked the ugliest face to make your thumbnail. It's like it picked the ugliest face that you can make and make that the first thing that people see. And I used to hate that. I used to hate it. So I would upload videos and then take them down because of that. Or if I said something wrong, or, oh, I didn't want to say that, or I messed up on that word. Like, all of those things will make me delete videos. So I will sit down and record 30-minute, hour videos. And then I'll go back and rewatch them and like, oh, it wasn't perfect, so I'll delete it. And when I realized how much time and energy I was wasting doing that, I was like, first of all, that's your time and your energy. You don't get that back. Like, you literally just wasting an hour because you're worried about what people are going to think. And so then I had to ask myself, like, why are you worried about what other people are going to think? Why are you worried about the judgment of others? And I realized that it's because I was already judging myself so harshly. So because I was judging myself, right, I had done already created the wounds. So when people come and they say something or they judging me, then it hurt 10 times worse because I already created the wounds. So now they're just pouring vinegar on it. So that's how that is. I know, that's where I'm at now. I'm like, look, whatever I was afraid of before, so that's another way that I face my fear. Whatever I was afraid of before in doing this journey, I challenge myself to do that thing, right? So now when I upload my videos, I pick the ugliest face. I pick the craziest face and just post it. I'd be like, I don't care, So it feels good to just be in this space, but then also recognizing on my journey the things that I struggle with, and then facing that fear and challenging myself to not care, right? So in order to not care, because we can say we don't care all day, right? But it's not until you put yourself in a situation to see that you don't care, right? Because we can say, I don't care about what people think. And we being guided to do these videos, or we being guided to, create content. And then you post it and somebody says something, right? They ain't agreeing with you, or, they judging you. And you go in and you delete the content or you take it down. Then yeah, you still worried about what people think. But every day now, I challenge myself to just not care, right? How can I show up in a way to not care? Hold on. It's funny you said the power of now. That's why my logo is what it is. And I'm the mirror. It says one, laugh out loud. Coincidence, I guess. I don't believe in coincidences. Yeah, it's just fear on our behalf. False evidence appearing real. For real. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about the false evidence appearing real. When I heard that for the first time, I was like, ooh, that is so good. Because once you face the fear, you realize, like, for real, oh, that was false. Evidence appearing real. I love that. I love it. I love it. Yeah, but I'm going to keep going. I have my moments, right? But my soul ain't letting me give up. Like, my soul, it come here to do what it came here to do. It just keep me going. It keep pushing me. I'm like, just let's keep going. But now, I have my moments. I still question myself. I still go back and forth with the things. But the difference between now and then and how I see how much I have grown is before, like, I would be stuck in that energy for months, weeks sometimes. And for real, like, before the end of the day, I done worked through that crap. It's like, nope, we are not doing that. You know, I sit with it, I acknowledge it, but sometimes you have to remind yourself, like, nope, that no longer aligns with this version of me. You know what I'm saying? The fears are going to come up because we have to remember that the past versions of us still exist within us. So, you know, it may not be a fear that you're having from this version of you, but maybe it's your 20-year-old self that's showing up with that fear. So then you have to ask yourself, like, where is this coming from? You know, I thought I was over this. And then you recognize that, no, it's not so much this version of you, it's the past version of you. So then you just sit with that version of you and, you know, talk to them, let them know that they safe, that you got this. you in the driver's seat now. And you know, you just give them the things that they didn't have. But I love that. What's up? I'm glad I could. Oh, me too. Soon as I get off here, wait, I'm gonna screenshot it real quick so I can find your page. Hold on. Because hold on. I'm trying to screenshot it so I can find you. Because once I log off, I don't see. Hold on. I'm trying. They ain't letting me. I am not tech savvy, okay? Oh. All right, hold on. Let me screenshot it real quick. Okay, there you go. Okay. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I just love just reflecting now on all the things. And it's so different this time because there's really no judgment, no shame. I was doing a time capsule video earlier, and so I was doing a time capsule video for my future self. And one of the questions that I asked was, what do you need to forgive yourself for now? And when I asked that question, I was sitting there and I was like really looking for something. And I realized, like, I really have come so far and I really have done so much healing and letting go of the guilt and the shame and blaming myself and condemning myself and beating myself up about the things that were out of my control. Even the things that was in my control, right? The things that was in my control and choices that I made, and then I'm beating myself up about that. It's like, it is what it is. You made the choice. Forgive yourself. Learn from the experience. Learn from that lesson and move on. Like, you were not sent here to beat yourself up, to condemn yourself, to judge yourself. Like, you wasn't here to crucify yourself. You wasn't sent here to crucify yourself. And once we realize that, like, one, I didn't come here to crucify me. I didn't come here to judge me. So once you stop doing it to yourself, you're not accepting that from nobody else. That's a superpower all in itself. I don't know about nobody else, but I just want to stand in my power. I don't want to give people that type of power over me. But it's realizing the stuff that we allow. You know, sometimes when you sit back and you look, you realize that you're doing that very same thing to yourself. So it starts with us. It starts with us recognizing that we doing that same thing to ourselves, man. And that's when you start to go within and work on self-love, have compassion, giving yourself grace. So my daughter just came back. I'm about to hop off. Um, I'll see y'all next time. Peace, love, and light. Y'all have a good night, morning, or where you're watching from. But, I just hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see y'all next time.